Yes, greetings. Things and times stay with you. Yeah, enough things to say. Well, may I tell you, enough things to say. Yeah, Caribbean. Lot of things to say. Some people that feel pain. Some people that jump up for joy. Some people that say like me, it took long. So we're gonna bless it. Yeah, go on.
Listen, everybody's talking about walking by faith. Do y'all know what that really means? Walking by faith and not by sight is just one part of the faith walk. Y'all got to understand, faith without works is dead. You know what that means? You can't expect what you believing for without doing your part. You gotta work that thing, honey. It's not just gonna drop out of the sky. You got to put your time in. You got to ask God for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You got to do your research for what you believe in for. You got to invest your time, your energy, all that, so you can do what you supposed to do and excel in it. Y'all be thinking y'all waiting on God, and honey, God be waiting on you. What you waiting on? Do your part. God ain't gonna do everything for you. And this is where you gotta stay focused, because things are gonna happen that's gonna make it seem like your vision is not gonna happen. But stay focused. Cause God is always gonna send you a ram and a bush. But sometimes God gonna have to see how bad do you want it. It's gonna be nice that you got to cry. It's gonna be nice that you feel hopeless and helpless. And in those moments, watch God send you a little angel. He's gonna cause you to be at the right place at the right time. Worry about what you can do. Nothing else. Just do your part and watch God meet you halfway. Do you believe that? Now I'm trying to give you some news that you can use. Is you listening? Do you hear me? Or are you just sitting over there worried about that I'm only 5? See, don't miss the message because of the messenger. Get this word and apply it to your life. The only reason why I can talk about this is because, honey, I'm living it. Nothing came to me easily. I had to work hard and stay dedicated. And then things start opening up for me. Now, I'm not bragging. God gets the glory out of my story. He give me the strength every day to do what I got to do. And he can do it for you too. All you got to do is ask for it. Matthew chapter 7, verse 7 say, ask and then you will receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open for you. Stop sitting around acting like you waiting on God. Baby, God waiting on you. All right now.
Give thanks to see the shining day, yeah. Then we will have things our way now. Oh yeah, tired of you riding on my back. Babylon will get that sudden shock, yeah. That's why I say.
Yes. So we're going this intellectually with the music, you know. So when I was listening to the thing, I mean, I play no clips or no jump up, no soak or no nothing. I'm a realist. So, here the thing now. Barbados gone republic. Barbados has set the stage for the rest of the Africans in the Caribbean that feel to recognize their Africanness up to this point. The talking and the talking and the talking has been going on for so many years, and the tragedies as we were taken from the continent Africa and our ancestors enslaved on those outpost islands across the diaspora of South America, North America, and the Caribbean. We see Porter Simpson said she had think republic, and as much as she said it went in the wind. No response. So we see that monthly come and look like she learned something, and it's not she, it's the administration. Because this one thing business, one person, no. We not look hero. The administration seemed to recognize something. And we don't know how long them recognize and them make all the necessary arrangements. But we know, we get to understand and look and see that Ghana involved and China involved. Okay. Yeah, because you have to have new partners. And not so much new partners, you have to have partners. You have to understand that if the people are not contented, the general population are not contented, like Cuba, with the land that them find themselves on, and make use of the land and not just play an amusement, cricket, golf, tourism, etc., etc., then there must be something has been done. Because I tell you this, and a lot of people that oppose and still are not pessimistic, they haven't heard what does the future prospect that the government have at hand. That not come out. So we wouldn't like to think that the republic is going to be a dictatorship, because the republic controls the strings, all the purse, and there's nothing wrong with that. But with some form of humility and the innocence of cleaning house from whence this administration took place would have been the better thing to have done, because the treasury were stolen a great number of capital was stolen from the treasury. So to be a republic, one has to be what? Consistent, honest, upright, and the population champions. Because it's the population you work with. You're not serving, you're working with. And the general population not here if those people who stole from the treasury, have those people been apprehended and has the funds being returned to the treasury? That's number one. See, when you brush things like this under the carpet, it got turn around and bite. It's going to turn around and bite because democracy is still at play here. Don't let nobody come fool you. Republic with democracy is a very good thing. Should be. But a republic with democracy and a form of hypocrisy because the leading administration is going to be so dominant that them not care about, they got marginalized people. But still, it's a nice thing, it's a good thing. Now, 1966 to 1983 was 17 years. 1983, it is Barbados joined with Jamaica and America and England and got rid of Maurice Bishop administration. Yes. That's 38 years to this present day, giving you in total 55 years an alleged anniversary. But it's today or yesterday. It's independence. When I hear the word sovereignty being used yet, but you know, it is independence. The situation with Maurice Bishop, the United Nations, backed by this present administration, with the way this administration head speaks, should have been looking to take those countries, including her own, to trial on the behalf of the Grenadian people, because let me show you something. The China is going to be financially supporting Barbados and whatever arrangements the leading party have configured with China. Maurice Bishop was allegedly said to be having relationship with Russia, i.e. Cuba. And America deemed him to be communist. I don't want to hear nobody come tell me about it's a different day and time. It's the same madness. It's the same ills. It's the same people. It's the same country. And it's the same administration called Britain. And it's the same partners them have called America. Because them can't sneeze without those two approving if them can clean them nose. Okay. So, Bishop and his administration of Grenada was killed. 2000 and what date Mantley and whoever come to power, what kind of relationship, exchange they've been having with China, them and God know. Now, I'm not one of these people that opposes China. I don't know what goes on in China. I just know that the Muslims are ill-treated, killed, imprisoned, all kind of thing. Nothing good there, nothing pretty there, very terrible. And we know that from our Islamic sources. We don't know that from no capitalistic America, Britain, everybody, right? A shop and a make assertions here, there, and everywhere. Even today, I see a camp, a prison, a location in a China, and the people them that's in that area are Muslims. Now, the area look good, you know. But the inhabitants are men. So it's a kind of look good prison or look good container. And it's a huge acreage. But anyway, let's get back to China. So there's a relationship. And if the relationship is based on technology and everything, and then want to put up satellites and everything to monitor what America is doing around the region, and them going to capitalize on that. Wonderful. Wonderful. Don't be stupid. Don't make the people them come there and you know benefit. Now, if the young people of the future is going to benefit academically, educationally, and technologically, is that the right word? Yes. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. And I don't see why that cannot happen. But my point is, to this wicked and terrible world, Bishop was deemed to be a communist. Mantley, what are you deemed to be? What is the administration they deemed to be? Now, since nobody to pick up that, why ain't we not going to the International Criminal Court? Take yourselves, because you come off like a purist. Take yourself, take the island there, and get justice so the whole ugly face of that injustice will not show its ugly face again. Because if any of the other islands them make any form of arrangement now with someone like Iran, Iran, or even China, are directly going to Russia through Iran, what going to happen to them? Because it seems you have friends and places. Okay, Africa, leave that aside now. That's just a political jargon with no factual evidence. You understand? Propaganda machine. Out of my voice. Ghana, Africa, if the relationship with Africa is more than just no visa and there's good trading and everything, wonderful. So the only thing them that the island and the government have to do is treat the people them wholesomely and inform the people them up front with honesty and uprightness. Okay. And then doing that, or trying to pursue that, what someone like me would have liked to understand that would happen is that there be 100% transparency to the general population. Not when you sneeze, not when you fart, not who you discuss with, but what systems are put in place. and then graduate the people them to be contented. Because lack of contentment is going to cause problem. And since you have one party, wow, a recipe for dictatorship. So that which y'all are giving birth to, it's going to need serious responsibility, and the population going to want to see that those who are accepting responsibility are accepting to be accountable. You see what I mean? And we can talk like that, we who are in foreign, because we're not oblivious to political assertions and reassertions. We're not. So, as it would be, congratulations. So, don't leave CARICOM. Support CARICOM. Support them wholeheartedly. Motivate and encourage. Be a beacon for our ancestors and for Africa. Because Africa will now wake up and acknowledge us. And reparation, its conclusion will be now taken seriously. A lot of us will not be here. But our children and our grandchildren, by the grace of God, should benefit. And us looking at this COVID thing that's going on, these frighteners, these changes, I would like to think that there's going to be full collaboration with CARICOM, because a test will come. A test will come, because it's the earth. We're human beings, we're mortal human beings. And no matter which company any of us have, it doesn't make us impregnable or invincible. So, when the Almighty baptize these actions, I hope you have good relationships with our CARICOM, Caribbean, African peoples in the region. And then one we like to see happen is the elimination or the eradication of poverty. Yes. And no social disparity between your alleged tourists, explantation owners, and their families who have a better stake on the island than the general population. That disparity has to change. See? So don't just say, well, you got Elizabeth off and all her relatives and all her peoples are in good prime positions. That be a nonsense. You understand? Yes. Because that two-tier nonsense needs to be dismantled. So no point you make some people them look privileged and the rest of people them, and you still have tourism up front and you're welcoming tourism. That means you're a puppet and you're making the people them believe. You're making the people them believe. You know what will happen? There'll be coup d'etats. You think so that won't happen? Come on. And you need to be more polite. You're polite when you're in the United Nations, and you're polite when you come to England. You're polite when you speak to other people than your own. You need to be more polite as a prime minister. You need to be more polite. And you need to be open for questions, proper questions, and don't duck and dive. Because you're not European. You're not European. And when you wear the sash to show that you have knowledge, you better know what you're doing. You see? You wasn't graduated in Sudan, and now the way you graduated in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. You follow something out of Ghana. Be careful. The Ashanti them take you down the riverside and leave you in a mud, in Makmut. Huh? Mud. I tell you, Elijah Muhammad used to talk about mud. And the people them used to feel good, because mud is black. Ask the Ghanaians what color mud in a Ghana really is. Yeah? And now everybody blame China for all the river them full of mud. Clear. You understand? But it was happening before China come. It was happening before China come. They misused their children. Digging what? For gold and other things. So check your company. And within 1 year, we will know who you are. No, you make Rihanna know what? Something national hero. What you have to do to be a national hero? What kind of culture you really exporting? I know she's a millionaires. I know she's a top artist and all that. But please, in the lane that a person is in, give them that within their lane. Within their lane. What national hero is this? For what? For what? For being a Browning? No, that's not good. That's not good at all. Because my uncle from the Adams, and I should knight them as much as you're supposed to take time to the International Criminal Court. So I just expose myself. So I don't understand this thing here with Rihanna. Give her something in that which is in her lane. Performing arts, i.e. music. So we are going to get to Sir Beckles. We are going to get to Sir Beckles. And we are going to get to my great-great-grandmother and my great-great-grandfather. What titles are you going to get them? And what can you actually give when you give that girl such and such? What can you give to Sir Errol Barrow? We can dig and dig, you know. So, and Sir Garfield Sobers. And then we mustn't forget Seymour Nurse. What, you know, there's so much people. Yeah, you wanna, and Granville, Reverend Minister Granville. What title, what honor? Because if you say that this girl is a hero, national hero, yo, I don't know. You talk about that loose conversation, who's who father. Listen. And you see what now? Since you do all this, they openly telling you and telling the population that there are Africans. When many of the population do not want to have anything or even think about Africa within themselves. And many are coolies, Caribs. Now, all of that African talk is coming out. Because up here in England, the news, them are talk about the general population being Africans, the ancestors of the Africans that was bought from Africa and enslaved and put to hard work. I never know the life expectancies during them days were 17 and 18. Yo! And you go to the United Nations, you talk about climate this and climate that. Stop making the people them fool. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's earth. Man is wicked. Huh? And now you talk about COVID and everything. Man is wicked. So we want to see what you do about the thief them from the what the department name, huh? And how you view the general population, and how you view culture, and how you view history. Because we are Africans. We are Africans. We're not in the West Indies. And that coral reef rock, that is all part of the Caribbean. Or you're going to give up a continent for some coral reef. You have to exercise your intelligence and let we see how really creative and what your real vision, not lip service, vision is. Yes. Because we're quite excited, but when I really hear things like, oh, you go on and talk to all your British friend them and you go to United Nations, you spill up and talk to your American and come down the road and talk to the president, and you understand? The people like me, we want to hear proper things. We don't want to hear after the wind. You understand? Because them things they smell. Come. Be better than the mosquito. Better. It's 38 years since when I get rid of Morris Bishop, and you put the 17 and the 38 together, what you get? 55. Yo, do some maths, do some science. Not obia, do some math, do some science. Understand that. 17 years. When I join the wrong opposition and get rid of one of our most well-educated members of Grenada by false allegations, and even so, if it was not, he's a human being, have the right. What give you that privilege today wasn't through him and the administration. Yes, wanting what? Technology. What is it that you want? I don't know if anybody know what you want. Your relationship with China, so people that think like me, technology and advancement. Yes? What does China get in return? A base to have a peep, put up some satellite, monitor things and so forth. That's all right. When the hurricane and the storms them come, what? Is China got something to put up there to prevent this the general population from what God does every year? No. So, is there some contingency plans? So, when disaster strikes and everything, China is going to do what? Their administration, their finance, and their technological skills is going to help do things so that the people them who still alive can get back to some form of normality. People need to know those things. And the trading with Africa. And where we're going to, hey, yo, about the plane them now. You know what I mean? What, is it still Virgin coming? Or is it that you're going to have a fleet of aircrafts that you maintain and you fly back and forward to Africa and China? Hey, I'll tell you something, boy. Hey, you couldn't deal with me, I tell you. Too much questions we have. Too much questions. I'm a demand informed information. You don't want to hear like those things are in the pipeline. Nah, rubbish.
I give thanks to see the shining day.
Yeah, did you hear what the Wailing Soul said? Yeah, man, we give thanks, man. 'Cause we have to be real. So instead of jumping for joy, I play the tune them. Yo, Rasta.
I give thanks to see the shining day, and we will have things our way now. Oh yeah, tired of you riding on my back. Babylon will get that sudden shock, yeah. That's why I say never gonna give it up. Oh yeah, nah, nah. Always give it up. Never gonna give it up. Always give it up. Every time we try, see there's so much frustration. Take a look on the faces that you see around. Some are always happy, some are wearing a frown. Some always seems to be picking from off the ground. That's why I say, ooh yeah now. Always give it up. Never gonna give it up. Not the will never, yeah. Always give it up. So don't you worry, I'm afraid, yeah. Paint our day. Your time has just begun, yeah. We got to get up and get started. Oh yeah, there's a lot of work to be done, yeah. That's why I say, never gonna give it up. Nothing will never give it up, yeah. He will never.
Yes, Tom Adams will like you, you know. Young, ambitious, you understand? Well educated. Yes, very well educated, man, I tell you. No, he wasn't like you. You're somewhat, you're walking in his shadow. He was very bright, well educated, you understand? And was promising taking all of us, you know what I mean, the young ones, them, most affluent, them, you know what I mean, to a higher level. Not no mud up the mountain.
We pray that the day will come and I pray there'll be a brighter day when all of our fears will drift away. Cities are lights, them a come there. Together people, them a come.
You see, if you turn the place like Las Vegas, you know, that won't be good at all. You see how my brain work? If you turn the place like Las Vegas, I tell you, terrible things. That not good. Huh? And why I say Las Vegas? It's because you're inviting peoples them that would just come and play an amusement. Yeah? Play an amusement. What's that? Them going to play golf and all these things. Nah. Don't bother change the place like that, you know. You won't last long. Listen music, quick. Wrong selection. Come back here. Hey, listen good enough, because we work with Africa.
Yo, watch them fire. Demons of darkness. And now you bring the fire come for burning out from every crevice and corners. Watch yourself, rude boy. Hey, back way.
You see everything I just said just now? I can repeat it. Me there in England, you know. Them not going to deport me. Her Majesty will not deport me.
Yo, watch them fire. Demons of darkness. And now you bring the fire come for burning out from every crevice and corners. Watch yourself, rude boy. Hey, back way.
Shedding of a blood. Lovers of man, fi woman, they not no love. Cool-hearted love. Drinking every day out of Babylon move.
And them the kind of life the Rasta man in no love.
You see, say
no way. And certain kind of things we now go arms and gloves. We high, back way.
The bingy man a chant. Digging up corruption, them they think they will know how. Observing how the Rasta man a plan. While the wicked out a road, them no stop gallivant.
The secret places in the hills where the Rasta man a be the jump. Burning down pollution, it's a vibration. As he sing his Naya Bingy song, back way. Beating corruption down. Say the Congo man beat his drum with a lot of ice, beating it to survive. Is the Congo man beat and he chants along, singing redemption songs, playing redemption songs, singing redemption songs. Beat jump Congo man, beat jump, beat jump Congo man, beat jump.
are them type of drums supposed to play, you know. I tell you. Not no steel pan.
Lord, why, hey, and a Hollywood this, a real life this, and a Bill Gates, yo, and Peter this. So much just suffer and some people are going like everything is alright. What kind of heart them could have made them are going like everything is alright. Yeah, separation has spread like cold sore. People vex till them can't vex no more, yeah.
At that me I say, you see what happened now? It's the treasury. You see, all that money they owe to the treasury is supposed to make the people them know exactly what happened. Because you can't take responsibility for a republic and you now work with the people them and show the people them say that you stand for justice. Justice and right conduct and proper performance. These are the indicators that the general population must see. You understand? They must see. Because if you can't see that, you might as well stay with Elizabeth because they're going to insist on seeing those things and knowing those things. I tell you, we live here and we walk here and we were trained here. Selfish ways and selfish manners. You know what
Lord, why, hey, and a Hollywood this, a real life this, and a Bill Gates, yo, and Peter this. So much just suffer and some people are going like everything is alright. What kind of heart them could have made them are going like everything is alright. Yeah, separation has spread like cold sore. People vex till them can't vex no more, yeah. What kind of
and that went on, and you dismissed them. See? So you want now. Hypocrites, watch it.
Hypocrite, oh, you wanna fight me down? Can't stop me from being around. No, 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 oh no. Hypocrite, ooh, yeah. Yes, you know it's true. What you gonna do? Oh yeah, hypocrite. What you gonna do? Chat behind my back. Yes, you know it's true. What you gonna do? Oh yeah, you see me on the streets and you smile with me. You say I'm doing good, but you don't mean me no good. The things you say about me come straight back to me. And no matter what you do, I know I will get through. Oh, hypocrite, what you gonna do? Check behind my back. Yes, you know it's true. What you gonna do? Oh. Yes, you know it's true. What you gonna do? There's something you should know. It's a small world we're living in. Don't try to fight me down. Can't stop me from being around. And when you see me, you say big up, big up, big up. But my life, you wanna mash up, mash up.
Yes. I can't understand how you give honor to. Yo, that's just a musical person. You understand me? I tell you. Yes. Gosh, man.
Na 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 na. Whoa.
I wouldn't like deal with naked girls, them, you know. You understand? We like people that who honor themselves, respect themselves, and have a dignity. You understand? Seriously. Have a dignity. Because that which is underneath them supposed to be what? Pride and joy for them husband. You understand? Seriously. She makes a whole heap of thing and gets some popularity for several hours and then apologize to the Muslim them. She knows exactly what she does be doing. I tell you, watch and see.
Na 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 na, whoa, na na na, na 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 na. Look here, you make me stronger, stronger than the day before. Oh, Jah, make me stronger, stronger than the day before. Look here, oh, Jah, within my history shows that I'm out of slavery. With my faith, I will understand. Love will abide and it will make me stronger, stronger than the day before. Love make me stronger, stronger than the day before. And when my fears of yesterday seems to pass away, He will come what may. Jah will bless me and I say, make me stronger, stronger than the day before. Oh love make me stronger, stronger than the day before. Said I pray, in the morning, in the evening. Oh Jah, make me stronger in the hard times, in the summer. Keep on praying. Oh Jah, make me stronger, stronger than the day before. Make me stronger, stronger than the day before. Hey, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. So many things are happening as far as I can see. There must be a change to come. Thank the Lord, cause He make me stronger, stronger than the day before.
You see what I'm saying to you? With that England, you know, I tell you, man. Yo, Chronics, we are say capture land. Come.
And I used to dread and terror upon them. Hey. Good God of grace, Lord will, I have His mercy. Hey. I miss an old slave driver. Time is catching up on you. Old slave driver. I know your sins, them are on. So carry we go home. I bring the brown east. Come on, a Rasta man. A Rasta no live on no capital land. Oh, you mean? Carry we go home. Oh, you mean? I said we settle and cease. Well, come on, a Rasta man. A Rasta no live on no capital land. Well, Lord America a capital and the whole of Jamaica a capital and a long time them want trick the Rasta man. Like them no know say that man a real African. You think me no member King Ferdinand and thief in Columbus have a golden plan. Them make a wrong turn and end up in Caribbean. One Ras then a side kill enough Indian. And turn paradise in a plantation and bring cross one ship load of African. Now here comes the thief in Queen from England. Now she come well and Henry Maga. Sent it on top a century full of separation. And after 400 years me send a reparation. I know them want to kill me with the taxation. But I beg you please take me to the motherland. I beg you carry me go home. I bring me brown east. Come on a Rasta man. A Rasta no live on no capital land. Coulda never carry me go home. I said we settle and cease. Come on a Rasta man. A Rasta Rasta no live on no capture land. Rasta no live on no field. Watch them pan the top of the hill and looking at them plate how we properly feel. Because downtown have shot off the kill. Them tell the tourists every stop on the grill. So come make we start a new chapter. We not escape on the land where them capture. And me say Africa fi all to Rasta. I so go tell the and screw plus factor. Say we carry we go home. I bring we run a east way. Come on a Rasta man. A Rasta no live on no capture land. Go tell them that we carry we go home. I said we settle and seize way. Yeah man a Rasta man. I'm in a lip on a capture. Lip on a capture. Follow me now. Every garden a capture land. Me tell you short to say that a capture land. A Los Angeles that a capture land. A New York City that a capture land. Hey, some of the place where you want to live sweet. A thief in the land there's no title feet. Some of these places where you want to live nice. I give them thief it in the name of Christ. In Spanish town that a capture land. The whole of Kingston that a capture land. Remember Portland that a capture land. And all gonna Trinidad that a capture land. Barbados that a capture land. Tell them Bermuda that a capture land. I tell Colombia said that a capture land. And all around Cuba said that a capture land.
Saying, there's still a dust out. Come. Stop play hide and seek.
Everything I do, somebody see me. I can't hide. Tell you. Everything I do, somebody see me. I can't hide. Somebody see me. From now on, I've got to do right. Hey, hey, hey.
At that, me I say, no. You have to do right. Don't play hide and seek. Watch it.
Black people, we have been stripped, robbed of our name, our language, and our culture. Beaten, robbed of our religion. Till we wonder, will we really ever love again? Or will we really ever love again? Living in this land, it is pure confusion. Dread naughty Congo. All I see is pure frustration. Dread naughty Congo. We cannot walk the streets of night in peace. Dread naughty Congo. From your dread, they are saying that you are the thieves. Dread naughty Congo. Lift up your head, naughty Congo. Dread naughty Congo. Hold up your head, naughty Congo. Your dread naughty, keep your culture. Keep your dread naughty, know your culture. Your dread naughty, know your culture. Keep your dread naughty, know yourself now. Keep your dread naughty, know your culture.
God let you know for what life you have to give us. Love each and every hour. The hour when you hear the brother shower down the shower.
all them people them who have European, British taste buds, or what them I got done now. You understand? Contentment is the key now, you know. Oh, wow.
Can't let you go for what life you have to give us love. Remember, y'all want me to hear the brother shower down the shower. Snooze and music shower. So what you weep, yes, you got to be power. Say one sour. But let you go in the morning. I can't let you go till day is dawning. I won't let you go. No, baby, I know. I won't let you go. Got to give it to you. Won't let.
So we want to see not how wise you are, but how effective and efficient.
Natty here, natty there. Natty can be found anywhere. Soon there'll be nobody. You have to dread and dread. If you're not dread, you can't get no skirt. You have to dread and dread. Cause them your sister no love a ballet. Them your sister love a natty dread. Natty here, natty there. Natty can be found anywhere. Soon there'll be nobody. You have to dread and dread. You have to dread and dread.
Rasta in the chambers of parliament, may I tell you, man, most honorable to far eye. Oh, boy.
It's gonna turn one day. Wickedness will burn one day soon. One day, Jah will wipe all our sorrows away, and that is when the wicked men will have to pay. One day soon. One day, you will find that I'm not play, we are play. Any work you do, you must get your pay. One day soon. When rightfulness start praying, wickedness will have to run away. When positive start to pray, wickedness will have to drift away. One day soon. One day soon. Because the fruits of the wicked can't prosper. They will end up in sudden disaster. One day soon. One day soon. One day, Jah will wipe all our sorrows away, and that is when the wicked men will have to pay. One day soon. One day, you will find that I no play, we are play, and any work you do, you must get your pay. One day soon. Because the fruits of the wicked can't prosper. They will end up in sudden disaster. Wickedness will have to run away. One day soon. One day soon.
So we want goodness all over. We don't want no partial this and that. No. We don't want no skin teeth with your foreign mind people them and so forth. Because that now going to set a good example for the rest of the islands them and people them who want to repatriate and make links with Africa and trade with Africa and exchange with Africa. You understand? Educationally and so forth. So stand good. Listen, I'm going to drop some proverbs. You understand? I'll drop a proverb and I'm gone.
Glory to the King. Praises to his name. Hosanna to the highest. Yes, I'm a Rasta man. Not the dreadlock bingy man. Dread, Congo one. Give yeah. Through my father's eyes, I see reflections of who I should be. You can't educate I for equal opportunity. And those who go to your university is only for themselves individually. They don't check for people collectively. I'm a Rasta man, the natty dreadlock Congo one. Dread a dread, bingy man, give thanks and praise to the Holy One. I'm a Rasta man, natty dreadlock bingy man.
Now we are going to come back with that on Thursday. But you see what now? You're supposed to have like youth exchange program, which we you see all them team in it for know, you know. If you have youth exchange program, education exchange program with China, one, because we deal with technology, yeah, you understand? Okay. And Africa, because we want to be able to communicate at all the levels them, you understand? And still do the research to see precisely where the majority of our ancestors them come from. So, you know what I mean? So the DNA, the genes and all of them pool there can, you know? Yes. And we can start make love, you understand? With our brothers and sisters on the continent. I mean, not talk about no sex or something. You understand? Because them kind of relationship there, yeah, it's going far, far, far. You understand? Okay. Right? But one thing I'm frightened for, you know, is that you probably let other people now come and turn the place into little Las Vegas because, gosh, man, you know how much of the foreign man, the people them own so much of the land and have all the prime spots already? Sure. And poverty there upon the general population. Stop it.
Well, its foundation is in all the mountain. The Lord God Rastafari over the gates of Zion and all the dwelling of Jacob. Only man will like King Selassie Jah. Kill them with the word power, combine with the sound. In them a sound, kill this Ethiopia now go down seat. Word power, combine with the sound. Iniquity work off front seat. Word power, combine with the sound. In them a sound, oh Paula go Jonesy. Word power, combine with the sound. In them a sound, Luzubela, bone free frown. No mercy for the merciless, no shelter for the shelterless, no water for the thirstiness. Who them a try curse we bless, let them out the filthiness. So me take me back where them forget, but no match, no mistake, no make. Full time we collect ya now, with word power, combine with the sound. Jealous Ethiopian, them a run out the town and a seat. Word power, combine with the sound. Iniquity worker, them a go down the seat. Word power, combine with the sound. Luzubela, hear them sound on a front seat. Word power, combine with the sound.
See, so we have say world power, you know. You understand? We're not playing no Mickey Mouse. We have say world power with the sound. So, far right. Go on Facebook and talk, man. Go on Facebook and talk hard. And ask Christians. You understand? Because it's a republic now, you know. And you have a different, you have rights within the democracy of the republic. More than you had before. You understand? Just no cost. So we want going to some proverbs with my imam. And if you listen keenly, listen carefully, you get some wisdom, knowledge, and true understanding. You understand? And on that we defend. Yes. So listen good, you know. Listen very good. Listen carefully. And because it's Proverbs, listen carefully, you know. What you think you hear and you don't really understand, get pen and paper and put it down. Because when you hear about the bees, you understand? The bees don't work together, you know. You understand? When you hear about milk and honey, them have two distinctive tastes. You understand? Okay? So you will hear that. And when you hear about the ant, what you think the ant them to do? They're the most industrialist on this earth. Industrialist, you know. Creature on this earth, species on this earth. I tell you, we fall short, human beings. We fall short. Real short, I tell you. So, Prime Minister and the people of the islands, listen carefully. And why you think so that me are going about Bishop and everything? Because it's the right thing to do. This republic here have to reflect. It has to assess and evaluate. It has to look back and analyze back there and gently come forward. Because it's a beginning, a middle, and an end. So in man's humanity, the only end is when we aspire, right? Die. So since we are built for tomorrow's tomorrow, there won't be an end. It would be the beginning, the middle, and where you go. All you got to recognize this beginning, the start, and what develop and aspire through the center, which it becomes the middle. What have we learned in that process? What could have been done better? How much people did we actually recognize and carry? How much of the people them realize what the program is? How much comfort and how much contentment the people them have? So when I say Bishop, that assessing evaluation, there should have been some legal proceedings with that so that that will never reoccur, doesn't occur again. These people who stole from the treasury, all of those things supposed to be dealt with in such a way and a manner that these people should be brought to book. The economy, the finance, return, and the general population is informed. So if any other persons feel so that them so intelligent, so smart, so bright, will not attempt, but since it's being walla walla, something due to nasty up the situation. This is not being pessimist, this is being real. Because what preventative measures has been dealt with? If a person don't know so that they're going to be brought to book, them can train others. But even if they don't train others, others who feel so that them bright and smart and clever will attempt certain things too. And that's bad governance that doesn't understand and fail to look at and recognize transparency. And a transparency for me and my brethren, a transparency for a population, a general population that's trying to take the peoples with the administration. The administration is trying to take the people and with them and care about the people as if it was their families. So you see, oh, people them call themselves politicians, or they easily divorce situations, and then when you look at them, they're very selfish. They know precisely what they're doing, but all them divorce the people them. And yet still is the people them that they cry to and highlight certain things to, and the people them vote for them. And say, yeah, me like what you say, me like your agenda and everything. You understand? So we put our trust and everything in that party. But then the party they come and slide and give a party and some amusement And everything is everything. No. It's not the way it goes. It shouldn't go like that. Cuban run so, you know. But it shouldn't go like that. You will accept responsibility to lay with a man, decide, say, yeah, what, we're going to bring forth children. We're not talking about somebody that just have sex and then the woman, her cycle is closed and next thing you know, the eggs, them, they're fruitful and next thing, boom. And then when them tell one another, this man say, I not him, and then she say, you, and re, and blah, blah, blah. But when people them decide this and they're going to procreate, them discuss this thing and accept responsibility and so forth, and them go through. And them make provisions for all of this. And the first provision is the 9 months duration. Serious thing. And the only administration is in there is your partner and families. But responsibility and to be accountable throughout that duration and after, because it's not done. You understand? So politician, sure.
Honey doesn't come from the breast. Honey doesn't come without effort. Honey is the result of work. Collective work. Collective work. United effort. The bee is united. The bee work as the honey now.
Listen.
Didn't say God is going to lead you to a land flowing with honey and milk. It's going to lead you to a land flowing with milk and honey. Honey doesn't come from the breast. Honey doesn't come without effort. Honey is the result of work. Collective work. Collective work. United effort. The bee is united. The bee work as a collective whole. And the bee is busy. Call them busy bees. Worker bees. The fruits of one's efforts are sweeter than milk. If you all could just know what is happening inside my organs right now. Good God Almighty, I hardly can stand it. You don't know what I'm talking about unless you experience it. You can only feel what I'm talking about. But if you experience what I'm talking about, buddy, great forces begin to stir inside your organs when this kind of wisdom is brought out. Simple, but profound. Very simple, nevertheless the deepest of wisdom. Milk has a sweetness, but it's a mild sweetness and a softness. Honey has a sweetness. Milk, it nourishes, but honey is filling. You can take 2 tablespoons of honey and put it in 1 glass of milk, and you almost feel like you had a meal. It's more filling than milk, more nourishing than milk, and much more sweeter. Much more sweeter. You want the honey of life? Then come on out in the wilderness with me, and let's forget about the great castles of Egypt, And let us take the bad desert and turn it into a great kingdom. The bad desert of our own resources. We have nothing. We have nothing. We are barren. Bare like a desert. We don't have great wealth. We don't have great scientists. We don't have great theologians. They all are following the disciplines of Pharaoh. But in this new leadership in this community, you have a Moses that can show you how to get milk and honey. The blessings of nature, the rewards of nature, and the rewards of your efforts. But the bees follow a discipline. The bees work together. The bees accept the chain of command. Oh, you want a regiment of? No. No, indeed. The bee kills off the male leader as a sign to the wise that the leadership is not in one individual. The leadership is in the collective body. After the queen serves her purpose, they get rid of her. They get in a new queen who has new vibrant life. New vibrant life. They ain't worshiping no individual. They're not worshiping personality and individuals. They are respecting great leadership. The biggest male that can go there and knock that queen down and take care of business, go. But remember, after you do it, you're just part of the system. Your exterior body falls down into the system. Your soul has gone into the bee, gone into the queen. You're going to see yourself in the new babies from that queen. But your own personality thrown away into the system. Fertilizer. Oh, that's cruel. It's cruel when you see it in the context of the bee's life. But when you take it as a sign of God and you see it in the context of man's social life, oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Where is my identity? My identity is not in my physical body. Get it away. Throw it away the moment I impregnate you. How beautiful. How beautiful. The moment I impregnate this community with my knowledge, throw my physical body out of your mind. We don't want my body, we want my germ. Once the germ starts, don't look at me, look at my germ. Do away with me as a person, as a body, but look at my germ. Now, my germ is working in the nation. I say in the nation. Not just in the messenger, in the nation. I got followers under this shelter and outside of this shelter. The whole nation has been impregnated. But here under this shelter, we got a great column of bees. And we are making honey, and it's sweet because it's the work of our own efforts. It ain't the work of Pharaoh. No Egyptian is doing this. We are doing this, baby, and that's why it's sweet. All praise is due to Allah. Now, work is the concern of the bee community. And the work is the work of each bee in the society. All of them have to work. The queen is working, birthing babies. Whenever she get old and can't perform that function well, the queen, the little young queen that's ready, full of life to perform that job, she's put there. All right. You, Brother Imam. When you stop producing the results of the work that I'm doing, when I don't see the results of my work in your work, then you're becoming a queen that we ought to get rid of. We have to look for that imam that's full of enthusiasm, full of life. He's ready to reproduce my work over and over again. Oh, yes. And if I should hear that you in your masjid telling the people to look at you, see me, I'm the man here. Then you worse, because you didn't impregnate the queen. And you hanging around, and you didn't even do the job. If the man who did the job steps back and focus all eyes on the job instead of on himself, then what should you do? When you didn't even impregnate the community with the idea. So it's a double crime on you. The whole hive should come out on you. Time is passing, but this is one of those days that don't come too often. When they got out in the wilderness, did they get milk and honey? You never read where they got milk and honey. But they got it. It comes in another language. And God rained down manna and quail. So manna and quail is the milk and honey. And you Bible students will understand it very soon. And I hope most of the others will. Okay, manna and quail. What does the book say about manna and quail? Say the manna fell down as small dew. It looked like small dew upon the ground. It was a shiny thing, it says. And they were told to collect it in the same day, for it would spoil if they let it stay out. And they were told to not to leave it out till the sun comes up. Because when the sun comes up, it will cause it to melt. It will cause it to melt. All right? What is this talking about? It's talking about your individual ability to understand the teachings. God will bless you with insight, with understanding. But if you don't collect it the moment you get it, it won't have the same quality once you try to go back and think of it. Go back and get it. If you go back and try to think it up again and get what came to your mind fresh as a thought, as an inspiration from God, you won't find it fresh and healthy and wholesome like it was before. And if you neglect to use that wisdom in your own personal life, when the sun come up, it will vanish. Meaning that when God judge you, when the day of judgment comes, you won't be given any credit for it, just like you never received it. Why? Because you didn't take it in and apply it to your own life. It came to you, it rained down from heaven, it was there for you. But you left it out there until Judgment Day. Judgment Day come and God gives you nothing. Say, God, where is my manna that you rained down for me? Say, did you use it? No, I didn't use it. You don't have it then. It has also another meaning. It means that if you don't use knowledge when it comes to you, once the whole society is lit with understanding, then you won't have anything. Whole world is knowledgeable and you are in ignorance. Your little that came to you has vanished, has gone. Why? Because you didn't use it. If you had used it, it would have been multiplied. And your light would have been bright like the light of day. But because you didn't use it, it died without development. And when the bright light come out, when the society is enlightened, they don't even see what you received. And isn't that a tendency in many of us to just take the teaching for granted and listen to it like a piece of music, wait until the next Sunday is played? We don't take it into our own intelligence and apply it to our own human life and thinking to benefit from it, to grow with it. So when the whole society has embraced the light of Al-Islam, they will be much farther ahead than you. They will be enlightened. You will be still dark. That is, still in the dark.
Yes, that's what happens with people, you know, presumptuous, and them feel full of themselves, and they're not share what they have. So who loses? General population, the peoples lose. The people loses out. So to share is very important. To share is very important. And to accommodate people, very important. Because today is me. And tomorrow there'll be someone else. So if I didn't share and guide to help elevate those who will come after me, what is the use? So the light and the darkness is not darkness in black. It's darkness through ignorance.
Listen, everybody's talking about walking by faith. Do y'all know what that really means? Walking by faith and not by sight is just one part of the faith walk. Y'all got to understand, faith without works is dead. You know what that means? You can't expect what you believe in for without doing your part. You gotta work that thing, honey. It's not just gonna drop out of the sky. You got to put your time in. You got to ask God for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You got to do your research for what you believe in for. You got to invest your time, your energy, all that, so you can do what you supposed to do and excel in it. Y'all be thinking y'all waiting on God, and honey, God be waiting on you. What you waiting on? Do your part. God ain't gonna do everything for you. And this is where you gotta stay focused, because things are gonna happen that's gonna make it seem like your vision is not gonna happen. But stay focused, because God is always gonna send you a ram and a bush. But sometimes God gonna have to see, how bad do you want it? It's gonna be nice that you got to cry. It's gonna be nice that you feel hopeless and helpless. And in those moments, watch God send you a little angel. He's gonna cause you to be at the right place at the right time. Worry about what you can do. Nothing else. Just do your part and watch God meet you halfway. Do you believe that? Now I'm trying to give you some news that you can use. Is you listening? Do you hear me? Or are you just sitting over there worried about that I'm only 5? See, don't miss the message because of the messenger. Get this word and apply it to your life. The only reason why I can talk about this is because, honey, I'm living it. Nothing came to me easily. I had to work hard and stay dedicated. And then things start opening up for me. Now, I'm not bragging. God gets the glory out of my story. He give me the strength every day to do what I got to do. And he can do it for you too. All you got to do is ask for it. Matthew chapter 7, verse 7 say, ask and then you will receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open for you. Stop sitting around acting like you waiting on God. Baby, God waiting on you. All right now.
Give thanks to see the shining day, yeah. Then we will have things our way now. Oh yeah, tired of you riding on my back. Babylon will get that sudden shock, yeah. That's why I say, never gonna give it up. Oh yeah, nah, nah. Always give it up. Never gonna give it up. Always give it up. Every time we try, see there's so much frustration. Take a look on the faces that you see around. Some are always happy, yeah. Some are wearing a frown. Some always seems to be picking from off the ground. That's why I say, ooh yeah now. Always give it up. Never gonna give it up. Not the real never, yeah. Always give it up. So don't you worry, I'm afraid, yeah. faint hearted. Your time has just begun, yeah. We got to get up and get started. Oh yeah, there's a lot of work to be done, yeah. That's why I say, never gonna give it up. Natty will never give it up, yeah. He will never, ever, ever. Always leave it up. Oh yeah, now. I give thanks to see the shining day, yeah. Oh yeah, when we will have things our way now. Oh yeah, tired of you riding on my back. Oh yeah, Babylon will get her, shouldn't shock you. That's why I say, never gonna give it up. Never will ever, never, yeah. Natty will never ever. Oh yeah. Every time we try it, see there's so much frustration. Take a look on the faces that you see around it. Some are always happy, yeah. Some are wearing a frowning. Some always seems to be picking from off the ground. That's why I say, Natty will never give it up, yeah. He will always give it up, yeah. Ooh yeah, nah. Oh yeah. Natty will never give it up, yeah. Oh yeah, nah. Natty will never give it up, yeah. He will never give it up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes. So you need to teach the people them, not just your government, and illustrate fortitude, strength of mind, yeah, and contentment. And this will bring about a peaceful island, and it would resonate right across the Caribbean. Because now you're a beacon. And then we need to see holistic justice implemented. Yes, holistic justice implemented. So all them people them who do wrong things, you know. Yes. Pure discouragement. Yes. And lift up the other people. So when the people them seem happy, they're not happy for arts and amusement and play. Them satisfied and then contented. Yeah? And the young people them would have great aspiration for tomorrow's tomorrow and build and develop a technological industry. Yeah, you see when I put Bishop back and now on our beg on ourselves and look at the resources that the Almighty had lent us, even in that particular region, not utilizing it properly. Sunlight, clean water, sea. You understand? Okay. Let people come play golf. Play golf. Play polo. Have hanky-panky with our girls and so forth. And we need medical assurance. See? Medical health assurance. Because now you're a republic. In about time you start giving people them some free medication. Yes, I'll tell you. And train. We need plenty doctors. Yeah, and start exporting some nurses and everything. Because England did take a whole heap of nurses. England, the conservative government, the one that's in power now, and bring them up to the country to help rebuild the country. Rebuild England. You understand? So fortitude, strengthening of the mind and contentment. Yeah? So you can have a peaceful population that is satisfied with their life and the way they see their life is going. You understand? So the young people see tomorrow, and them see future there, and they look to Africa also because it's their ancestral home. So these are the principles that we would like to think that the colonial memory shows in the assessment and evaluation and the rehabilitation and the restoration of our intelligence brings about. And at this time, Mr. Best, we're out. Listen.
Yeah. If it ain't the virus, then it's violence. Too much silence in the air, our people scared. Feels like nobody cares. If you wanna close the distance and you're white, then it's all fine. If you're not, you cross the line. We shouldn't dare, and it's not fair. We shouldn't have to worry when we go outside the house. Build this country on our backs. They just keep breaking us down. It's 2020, what the hell is that about? I'm trying to figure out, how is the land of the free and the home of the brave? Built off the backs of the slaves. Black man shot every couple of days. They see you running, put you in the grave. People dying, mamas crying. It's no longer underlying, and they keep on justifying. So we gotta keep on trying. Rest in peace to all the angels that we lost. We're gonna fight to do what is right, no matter the cost. How can this be the land of the free without justice? Justice. No justice, no peace, no humanity. How could you want this? Living in a system when you're constantly the victim. Too much to comprehend, so you start to pretend that you talk a certain way. Try not to run, just walk away. Keep that hood up off your head. You do everything to blend. We shouldn't have to worry when we go outside the house. Built this country on our backs. They just keep breaking us down. It's 2020, what the hell is that about? I'm trying to figure out, how you gon' sit on the side while these killings go by? Like you're not down for the ride. You hear the stories, all you give is a sigh. We protest the streets and you wanna know why? Because people dying, mamas crying. It's no longer underlying, and they keep on justifying. So we gotta keep on trying. Rest in peace to all the angels that we lost. We're gonna fight to do what is right, no matter the cost. No matter the cost. How can this be the land of the free without justice? Justice. No justice, no peace, no humanity. How could you want this? How could you want this, want this? How could you want this, want this? No, how could you want this, want this?
Yes. So those of us out there, we're supposed to keep an eye on what is actually happening in America in the courts. Guidance, we're gone. What a day. Yeah, what a day. I will live to see it, yeah? Okay, hope there's more to come across the islands them. Yeah, give thanks.
all the rest in white. God's gonna trouble the water. Well, the leader looks like an Israelite. God's gonna trouble the water. God's gonna trouble the water. See that man all dressed in red. God's gonna trouble the water. Well, it looks like the man that Moses led. God's gonna trouble the water. In the water. In the water. In the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Look over yonder. What do you see? God's gonna trouble the water. Well, it's the Holy Ghost coming for me. God's gonna trouble the water. Come on, children. In the water. In the water. Everybody wait. In the water. I can see freedom. God's gonna trouble the water. I see it wait. In the water. Right up to here. In the water. Oh, wait. In the water. Oh, God's gonna trouble the water. Oh, if you don't believe I've been redeemed, God's gonna trouble the water. Just follow me down to Jordan Stream. God's gonna trouble the water. Hey, wait in the water. Come on. In the water. Oh, come on and wait. In the water. Hey, God's gonna trouble the water. Say wait. Come on in. Come on. In the water. Wait in the water. And God's gonna trouble the water. In the water. God's gonna trouble the water.
Guidance.